Hello, so today I'm going to show you how to make one of these pumpkin pom-poms. So I've started out by cutting out my four half circles, and then I've cut so it looks like that. So I've got four of these, because what I'll do is I will do one half of the pumpkin and then I will do another half of the pumpkin. So to start, what you will do, I've got my black wool, I've got brown wool, and I've got some orange wool. To start, what you do is you start with the nose. So you will do a triangle shape with the wool. So you start it thicker at the bottom but thinner at the top. So it would look like that. Do you see how it's thinner at the top and thicker at the bottom? Then what I will do is I cut that bit off. That is the nose now done. And I start with my orange and I do a layer of the orange. So once that is done, I will then do the eyes. You do the eyes the same as you do the nose, but you choose a side. So you won't do it in the middle, you will do it on a side. So I'm back to my black wool. And I have chosen to do the eyes on this side, so I will do a triangle, thicker at the bottom and thinner at the top. That is the eyes done. I will then do another layer of the orange. Once that is done, it's time to do the mouth. Now the mouth you will do at the opposite side to the eye. Using the black wool. And you try to get it quite thick and do like a half moon. So I'm starting here, then I will do all of this as the mouth. Try to do more than one layer as well, so it's quite a chunky mouth. Right, I think that should be okay with the mouth. Then it will be another layer of orange wool. Do a thin layer of the orange wool this time, and then do a thin layer of brown, because that will bring the lines up to make it look pumpkin-like. So you can see on this one, like that. Just try and use the orange to cover all of the black wool. And then we're on to our layer of brown. So I'll just cut it off. Now this doesn't have to be too thick, just as long as it will show up. Try to cover all of the orange, but it's not a necessity. Right, that should be enough for the brown. And then another layer of orange. Now this time the layer of orange should be quite thick, as obviously the brown is just to do these lines, so you need quite a thick chunky amount of orange wool to make it look like this. Also, I forgot to mention at first, what I do is I leave this amount at the bottom, and then what I do is I will fold them over so that I can then fold this side over as well, like this, to make the full pom-pom. That's why it's so big around. That's why it's so big and round. As I said before, you don't need to cover all of the orange, but I do try to, so that you have a nice line in between the orange. That should be okay, and then I will do thick layers of the orange again. That should be enough. Now I'm trying something different with this one, because I found with the pumpkin before that there was quite a substantial amount of orange in the middle. So what I'm doing this time is I'm going to do the front finishing with orange and the back finishing with brown, because I think then there should be a part in the middle that would separate them. I think that should be enough. There you go. Give it a few extra ones for luck. So I use the orange to tie them up, and what I did with the previous pumpkin is I did one half and I did the other half and I tied them together. So this is the first half with the face. Now what you do is you get your scissors in the in-between cardboard, in between the cardboard which is there, and you cut and you hold the bits that you have snipped. What you will then do is you will pull the wall that you have put in between the cardboard up to keep it in place, and then you will tie it once you've cut them all. Don't be worried if you can't actually see the face of your pumpkin just yet, because it will all appear once you've snipped the wall down and trimmed it. So what you will then do is you pull the wall through and tighten it. So I like to pull it through on one side and tighten it, and then pull it through on the other side and do another knot. That would be one side done for now. Then you'll get another piece of wool, and what you will then do is do the whole thing again. So first you put the wool in between the two bits of cardboard that you have. Then above the wool, because obviously you don't want to cut the wool, you will then start snipping in between the cardboard and at the wool to create your pom-pom. Then you pull the wool up slightly and continue until you've done the whole thing. As you can see, the brown has meant that you now have the lines which the pumpkins have, so you'll do the same again. Pull the wool through. Pull the wool through and tie it on one side, and then again on the other side. Then what to do next is you need to get your two parts together. So here's the face that we have, and here's the back. So what we will do now is we get our big piece of wool, which we have here. We place them in between the two pieces of card, which is already on the back of the pumpkin. And we will pull the bits of card off so that we have this wrapped around the middle of that one. Then we will get where the bits are in between the middle of this pumpkin, which is here, and we will tie them round there. Tie it round very tightly, and then again on the other side. And then what you need to do is you need to give it all a good trim.